Tonight, new details about a complicated crime with scenes in 3 cities. It started with a home invasion early this morning in Hampton. Then a person was found shot to death in Newport News. Hours later in Baltimore, Maryland, a man and woman led police on a pursuit before they were arrested. Robert Boyd joins us with more on this investigation.
Well, Janet, this case played out over multiple locations. Police are still investigating how it all unfolded, while neighbors are shaking their heads wondering why.
When it happens right here in your neighborhood and it's right across the street, then I mean, it'll make you wake up, man, and like realize, man, life is important, man. You got to value it.
Christopher Seymour is referring to the home invasion that took place at his neighbor's house on Hurst Drive in Hampton at 2:37 Friday morning. According to police, one man was stabbed multiple times while another man was assaulted while trying to help. Neighbors say an 84-year-old man and his great-grandson live inside the home. They say the grandfather is very nice and well known.
So he was probably the one that came to the rescue of his grandson and ended up getting hurt, unfortunately.
According to police, at some point another man was shot in connection to the invasion. That person was found dead about 10 miles away on Rose Court in Newport News at 3:13 a.m.
I'm at a loss for words. You know, I don't know why people do those horrible things that they do nowadays.
Nikki Durcott lives near Rose Court, where the body was found. And ironically, she knows the 2 victims who survived the home invasion.
And that was my friend's, actually, grandpa and her baby brother. So that makes me even more angry.
But Nikki has no idea about the 3rd man found dead steps from her front door. As for the suspects in the case, local police warned Baltimore County police to be on the lookout for a silver Scion vehicle thought to be headed to the Essex area. Sure enough, the car was spotted, but the driver refused to pull over, initiating a pursuit, which ended, seen here, in this parking lot around 1 o'clock Friday afternoon. A female driver and male passenger were arrested.
I'm very happy that they were arrested, you know, because they did these horrible crimes, you know, to the elderly especially. You know, it's awful. You know, I'm definitely hope that they get what they deserve.
During the pursuit, police say a number of items were thrown from the vehicle, including ammunition and 2 long guns. Charges against the suspects in this case have yet to be released.
Now, police have also yet to release the names of those suspects or the man found dead. Now, as for the grandfather and grandson, they are being treated for their injuries and are expected to survive. Live in the studio, Robert Boyd, 13 News Now.